how do you impact the people around you through your presence? And perhaps the simplest way to think about this is just literally, how present are you? Right? So I'm sure you've all had an experience like this one, where you're talking to somebody and what you have to say you think is pretty important. But while you're talking to this person, they're either looking right at you like this, and you can tell that they're just thinking about whatever they're going to say next. They're not hearing anything that you can say. Or they're looking around like maybe it's a social setting and they're thinking, who am I going to talk to next? Or worse, which happens all the time, we know this, somebody's literally texting or answering a text while you're talking to them. And we all know how that feels, right? We feel as though that person, they may want to care about us, but they're not demonstrating it at all in that moment. Conversely, hopefully you've all had an experience like this one relatively recently, where you're talking with someone that you really respect, you hold them in high regard, and while you're talking with this person, he or she makes you feel like you are the most important person that they're going to speak with all day. And how does that feel? It's invigorating, right? Almost, I dare say, inspiring. You want to reciprocate, you want to do well by that person because you feel cared for by that person. You feel like that person genuinely cares about me. Now, the most powerful example that I've seen of this actually came while I was doing the work that I did with kids kicking cancer. You know, as much as we would have loved to have been able to cure the diseases that those young heroes were facing, that's not our job. It's not what we did. And cancer, even with the best experts in the world, can't fix all of the cancers. And we lost a good number of the young children that we worked with who were battling cancer. Not everyone wins their battle with cancer. And I can tell you that when you're in a hospital room with a child who is dying, you do not have to say anything special. You do not have to do anything special. You just have to be there. And I don't mean just physically there. I mean fully present, not trying to distract yourself because it's uncomfortable, but fully there, open to what that person needs in that moment. That is the most precious gift you can give a human being in that situation. And I actually believe that's the most precious gift we can ever give anybody. Right? I mean, if we're going to bother to share space and interact with another human being, should we not give them that gift of our complete undivided attention? I can tell you this can make a huge difference, not just professionally as a leader, but as a salesperson for sure, being fully present with somebody. But even in your family life, your personal lives, you know, this is all people really want. They want to feel seen and heard by the person that they're interacting with. That's really the simplest way to demonstrate love. And the good news is it's very trainable. This is something that we can get better at very quickly. And there's more good news. One side effect of being more present like this is that we develop I think I heard empathy 3 times when you talked about an important leadership skill. Empathy is a natural side effect of being fully present with somebody. When you're present, you pick up on the little details about something's not right here. You know, Susan's not showing up to work the way that she did last week. I wonder what's wrong. And you check in. You know, you pick up on things that people who are not present completely overlook. And then you have this natural response. If you're really there, what can I do to help? How can we help you to do better, to feel better, right? Now I actually think this is the core of building the most critical skill that I think there is other than self-awareness for both leaders and sales professionals, and that's influence. You know, if you think about the common thread between leaders and sales professionals, we both need something to be successful, and that is the ability to influence the behaviors of other people. Not coerce, not push people into doing something, but to influence their behaviors in a positive way. I cannot think of a better way to build influence with human beings than to demonstrate that you truly care about them, to have empathy. Right? So this is really the core of all of the emotional intelligence skills, all the people skills related to leadership and to sales.